What's up, everybody? It's Monkeyfarm, and today I'm down in the slime trap, and we're watching some slimes drown and go into the trap and climb up the ladders up to the XP farm that we built in the last episode. But today what I'm going to do is show you how to find your slime chunks. I've gotten a lot of requests for that. People that want to know how to use the slime chunk finders. There are a lot of videos out there, but people still have questions, so I'm going to show you that today, and we'll go up to the base and take it from there. Okay, we're up at the top of the base here, and just wanted to give you a few things you need to know about slimes and how they spawn, where they spawn, before we get started on the slime chunk finder. Since the official release, slimes will now spawn at level 40 or below. They used to only spawn at level 16 or below. So that gives you a lot more places that you can build your pads, your spawner pads, and also it can kind of hurt you if there are a lot of caves in the area, because the slimes can spawn there instead of your pads. So keep that in mind. The other thing you want to keep in mind is that if you have another mob spawner and you build the slime spawner fairly close to that, the two can interfere with each other, because slimes, when they break up into small slimes, you can have 10 or 20 of them all in one little area, and that will decrease the amount of other mobs that spawn up in your normal mob spawner. So keep that in mind when you choose your location where you're going to build. So what you want to do first, basically, is find a central location on your base so that you know where you're at, and then push F3 on your keyboard, and that's going to bring up a little information screen. So it's going to tell you a couple things you need to write down. One is the X coordinate. Mine is -68 or 69. Then the Z coordinate, which is 500. So I'm just going to call it -70 500. Then the other thing you need to write down is your seed number. Mine is -32 blah 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 something or another. Okay, so once you have those coordinates, you need to open up one of your slime chunk finder tools. I will put a couple links in the description of this video that will link to different tools, and I'm going to open one of those up right now. Okay, so I have clicked on the first link in the description, basically to this tool. They both pretty much work the same. You put in your world seed number and your coordinates, and it will give you a grid of different 16 by 16 chunks that are in your map. This one seems to be pretty user friendly. I like this one. So we're just going to show this one in the tutorial here. So what I'm going to do is copy and paste my world seed into this little box here and click update map. That is going to just pull up some green boxes where slimes will spawn, but I haven't given it my coordinates yet, so I will type those in now, -70 and 500, and then I'll click go there. So centered on this map, if you look up at the numbers here, it says -80 and 496. It's kind of rounded to the nearest chunk number, so that's why I said you don't need to be absolutely specific on the coordinates you have, or that where you place yourself. So it's placed me at -80 and 496. Now if you look over here, these two boxes right here, these are two slime chunks right next to each other, and that's basically right next to where I was at on my base. Those are actually the two chunks that I made my slime spawner pads on. So I've chosen these two blocks. I may add one more pad later, and then have a tunnel with a canal pushing the slimes over to my trap over here. So what you need to do next is hover over one of the green boxes, which signifies a slime chunk, and look at the numbers that show up on the screen. Right here it says -96, 448 to -80, 464. Basically those are the X and the Z coordinates of the slime chunk. So -96 to -80 is the X range, which is 16 blocks, and then 448 to 464 is the Z are the Z coordinates of where the chunk is. So basically you need to write down the numbers of the slime chunks, that you need, or that where you want to build your slime pads, and basically that is the area that you need to dig out in order for the slimes to spawn there. And it's pretty much as easy as that. So basically I've zoomed in here, and I know that -96 to -80 and 464 plus or minus 16 blocks is going to be, those are going to be the blocks or the chunks that I can find slimes on. So basically, if you want to go back to my previous videos, my LP videos 5 and 9 will both show me building different parts of my slime chunk, or my slime trap and the XP farm. So if you want to go back, I will put links up on the screen to those as well. Once you get your coordinates, you can watch those videos and get some tips on how to actually trap the slimes and make spawner traps and things like that out of them. Once you find your slime chunks and you build your slime spawners and your XP farms and all of that, you can have little slimes running around your yard if you want, and that's pretty much it. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. Give a thumbs up if you liked the video, and stay tuned. We will see you guys next time.